Mm. Hey, good morning, everybody. Oh, sorry, I'm a little slow here this morning. I. Hello, Hostel, Bridgewater, Tannerax, Underwear Thief, Edwan Packer. Oh, Tannerax. Thank you for the 18 months. Oh, sorry, I'm just getting the YouTube stream up here. Oh, I know. Hi, Leland on YouTube. The code I wrote in another interview and my GitHub to a non-programmer. That sounds dumb. Why? Still working out the hiring process, but whatever. Um, Maybe you can take advantage of their shitty hiring process and get hired. Oh, hi Dan Vale. mm. Mm. High anxiety, good to see you. Hi Nora. 40 stream streak, let's go. Leave the house in the next 20 minutes, that's alright. Ugh, I'm gonna have to have another cup of coffee, I think. I'm currently talking with ChatGPT why I can't breathe at night. I've been having a hard time like breathing through my nose when I'm trying to fall asleep. Which is why I haven't been sleeping as well. Also, Yar. Mm. Mm, mm, mm. Hi, Valen. Yeah. Inspirational cheesy pun of the day, but I felt weird, so I didn't. Oh, you should have. You should have. That's what the Discord is for, really. Oh, yeah. Oh, we have an ad break. I'm gonna go make some coffee during this ad break. Not MIA, I just needed some coffee. Hmm. ChatGPT seems to think I'm allergic to my laundry detergent since I switched it recently. What's that German thing, Nora? Schimmel? Is that what they call it? I'm gonna need to like open the windows. That German thing. I'm so cultured. Yeah. I usually use Purex, whatever the white bottle is. But I had to buy Tide because they were out of the grocery store. Oh, I love living downtown, but it's so frustrating sometimes because a lot of the things I use regularly are like out of stock because a lot of other people use them too. Oh, fungi, mold, is it? Mm. Allergies because of allergies, Nora. Oh, I have. What the fuck is happening on LinkedIn? Tech LinkedIn is like talking a lot about free BSD, and I'm like, that's not in lieu of using like Docker or something. I'm like, that's not really a replacement for what Docker does. Ugh. Hang on, guys. I gotta go wipe off my glasses. Ugh. Yeah, FreeBSD is Unix. It's a BSD variant. But there's this meta on LinkedIn right now that like somehow all you really need to do is to deploy is to use like uh FreeBSD jails. It's not the same thing. Docker solves well, Docker is supposed to solve a couple of problems. Some fucking clanker growth idiot I was arguing with has now created a meta on LinkedIn. Like, bruh. Oh, I hate winter. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it so much. I'm like, I'm in that stretch of the winter where I'm like, I'm leaving next year. I'm out of here. Last year I wasn't like so miserable because I was really distracted with like moving. But this year I'm not distracted with moving, so now I'm distracted with misery. I fucking hate it. I've just had it, man. It's too long. My skin is dry. Skin is dry, the air is dry. I just want to wear like cute clothing. I'm sick of wearing like sweaters and heavy coats. Oh, winter is just like maybe like a month too long in Canada. Oh, my stupid fucking eyebrows too. Hoodies. Hey, Crash King. Fluffy blankets a good use. Yeah, but like I don't know. I can only take so much winter, and then I'm like, that's it. I'm out. I'm done. One out. Coffee good. Well, I bought some like dairy-free creamer this weekend, but it's I don't know. It's like I must have got like a bad one or something because it's really watery and kind of like ruins the coffee. When it used to be like thick and delicious, now it's like watery and gross, and I'm just back to drinking black coffee. Bye, Nora. But yeah, this creamer is usually really good, but it's just really bad right for some reason. Shake it and everything. Nope, none. Oh, I got a lot going on, chat room. A lot. I'm having coffee with a former colleague today from like years and years ago, which is kind of odd. Need a Mac Mini or MacBook? Do you travel with your computer a lot? I kind of wish I had bought a Mac Mini, honestly. No, she actually works like in support. Oh, why are my eyebrows crooked? The fuck? They don't look crooked in person, only on camera. And we're meeting for coffee at a coffee shop. Like, what the fuck? Everybody in chat's like, oh no, not the fucking eyebrows again. Bagels are good. Bagels are like great with like if you make a sandwich. I thought about getting a breakfast bagel this morning. Oh fuck, it's almost breakfast time now. Bruh. Oh my god. I don't have the time or the energy for things right now. I'm so pissed that I haven't been able to fall asleep lately. Spanish bread? No. Eyebrows are cool, but they're uneven. It drives me crazy. Filipino food? Yeah, so usually when colleagues I haven't spoken to in like many years want to grab coffee, usually, I don't want to be too disparaging here, but usually they're looking for opportunities or, hey, Viking. The last few times people wanted to, this is based on my experience, by the way, the last few times people grabbed coffee or wanted to chat with me, they wanted to try and get into freelancing. Oh, hey, typing hazard. Game coding. I've not. I've been going to bed at reasonable hours. I just can't like breathe through my nose this week. I don't know what it is. It's really fucking annoying though. Like literally I just can't breathe through my nose. It's so frustrating. Then I'm falling asleep, but I'm also not breathing, so I'll like wake up and my heart is racing because my nose is just like fucked. There's no like snot or anything. It just there's just like not air going through. So sometimes I just gotta take my nose and like bend it over here to breathe. Am I okay? No, I'm not okay. I need to sleep like 10 hours a night, and I don't sleep like fucking 6 most nights. I'm not sick. This is the problem. I'm not sick. It's just this. It's just this. I just need to sleep and not need to get up every day. Like okay, 10 hours was an exaggeration, but I my original sleep target used to be 9 hours. Yeah, I pee in the night sometimes too. I've been trying not to drink water before bed. I'm so jealous. Man, it is like you've no idea how like good you have it if you can just fall asleep within minutes. It takes me like sometimes it can take me like an hour to fall asleep, maybe 2. Like I literally like I have to find like the perfect position in my stupid net nose. Like just it's fucking insane. 6 edibles. No, I still have the same problem. It's worse, actually. Yeah, it's legal here. It's Canada. But like it's worse on drugs, actually. I don't know what it is. Like drinking or like any kind of drug for some reason, it just makes it worse. Probably because it increases like your heart rate, right? I don't know, it's really frustrating. I like sleeping and I need to sleep, but yeah, I have a like bullshit nose. Yeah, it takes a while. Reading in bed can help for sure. I think reading in bed can help for sure. But then I have to go to bed like really early, and I have to read like a boring book. Because if I read a good book, I'm just gonna keep reading into the night. Learn that mistake the hard way. It's weird because a good book will like I'll like want to read more if I have a good book, but if it's too good, I'll just want to keep reading all night, basically. Video game essays? That's specific. Oddly specific. Fuck, I don't know what to have for breakfast because I didn't cook. I should have went and got a breakfast sandwich this morning. I almost did, and then I didn't because I was like, no, save money. Now I wish I did. I don't have any croissants. Croissant. Need to get coffee and opportunities later. You do the same. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, you're talking about like the meeting up with my former colleague. Thanks, Adaran. Yeah, Uber is so expensive. I was doing really good. I was like approaching 3 weeks of not ordering food. But then my girlfriend came over Sunday night and I was like, fuck it, let's just order. Yeah, it's kicking in. I'm starting to like come to here. I woke up at like 9 because again, I didn't sleep well last night. So I just decided to sleep in a bit. So no shower, no exercise this morning. Hmm. Linear algebra exam? Ugh. I don't envy you. It's exercise chair? You gonna what's an exercise chair? You mean like a ball? I just do yoga. Somehow I like split. See this cut? Somehow I broke the skin on my hand yesterday doing yoga. Oh, exercise bike. Probably because I was hitting my foot. Wouldn't stop cramping, so I kept hitting it. My headstands? I don't do headstands, bro. Need some bed rest. I'm having hip discomfort from all the labor work, just fatigue though. My god. Not that kind of yoga, Ottarin. Alright, hang on. I need to go find something to eat for breakfast. Why are bananas from the grocery store so trash? You guys ever notice that? They're basically garbage. I'm gonna get to the bottom of this and it's gonna be like gross. It's a TOS appropriate banana. Whoa, Tannerax, I didn't even notice it. You said resubscribe for the entire year. That's crazy. That's a big bet on Janetta Carr, on the Janetta Carr show. Yeah, that's a ban. I don't mind flirting, but that's just a little too creepy. Do people like not have game anymore? Or is that like rage bait? Like, what was that? Um, is there anything like a super chat? Bits maybe? Cheering? Yes, I have a MacBook, Noah. Mm. Oh, I've always wanted to try making a lasagna. Wait, Noah, didn't you just say that you wanted to buy a MacBook though? Uh, well, I'm not really a reacting person, Ched. In fact, for MacBook E, wait, is a MacBook E a product? Is this a new thing? And I'm just haven't been. MacBook SE. Wow, they really are turning the Mac into the iPhone, aren't they? That's weird because I thought for sure the MacBook Air was like their budget option. Powered by the A19 Pro chip. That's weird. Wait, they're gonna have a MacBook powered by an iPhone chip? That's kind of strange. I mean, cereal may be a soup. Alright, let me go take this. Oh. MacBook E. A19 chip. I'm still on A19 here. It's basically gonna be a big iPhone. Yo, low key Abu, thanks for the 8 months. Wait, what if the MacBook E is the foldable iPhone? Rumored foldable iPhone. Anybody think about that? Leaks. Every leak exposed. No way. No way, bro. No way, bro. It just looks like normal MacBook, I guess. This is funny. It looks like somebody may have leaked the like Apple like I guess teaser video to TikTok. So it's basically a MacBook Air, but with like an iPhone chip. That's kind of a weird. Oh man, people need to stop messaging me on TikTok because I hate TikTok. Except yeah, they say it's like gonna be an A18 or A19 or whatever. So basically a big iPhone. A really big iPhone. Souped up A chips. Yeah, I know, but like it's just weird. It's just weird that they would kind of blend that. It's weird to me that Apple would blend that product lineup, right? Cuz now there's like the potential for Mac OS running on like iPhones. Somebody is definitely going to jailbreak an iPhone and put Mac OS on it. I fucking guarantee you that's going to happen. Yeah, I'm not saying that they're not good computers. I mean, I have an MacBook Pro myself, so sorry. I'm wearing a strapless bra, so I need to fix it sometimes cuz it like slips down. My boobs are too big for it. Sorry. Sorry. Oh, we went to the Iraqi place for dinner last night, me and my girlfriends. It's pretty good. Whoa. Booba mentioned the same kernel. Well, duh. Of course they run on the same kernel. XNU. X is not Unix. Darwin, perhaps you've heard of it? There was an open source version of Darwin called Open Darwin a long time ago. Many moons ago. There was Open Darwin. Hmm. I wish I had more outfit riz. I fucking hate Canada because I can't wear cute outfits in Canada. Interested in Iraqi food? It's basically just like shawarma. That's what they serve there, anyways. Visually shawarma, except you can get a shawarma made with samoon bread, which is what I got. Samoon bread, which is like a traditional Iraqi bread baked in a fire oven. Pretty good, actually. What's the point of macOS on the iPhone, though? Probably the same reason that people put Ubuntu on the iPhone. So when you plug it in to things, it can be a desktop. I'm guessing. But that means. Oh, wow, I just put it together. We're probably going to see an iPad with macOS finally. Right? I mean, the iPad Pros already had M series chips, so they could already technically run Mac OS. But I wonder if there might be like an official supported Mac OS for iPads or something. iPad Pro is pretty cool. iPads are okay, but they seem a little like, I don't know, kind of watered down, I guess. You know what I mean? It wants to be a desktop so badly, but it's not. And I think it would actually be a pretty good desktop experience for the Mac, right? Thanks, Idwan Packer. Hope you have a good day too. Had support for all the telecom stuff, right? That's maybe. I bet they have the same drivers though. I wouldn't be surprised if there was like they could just port the iPad and iOS drivers really easily for the telecom chipsets. Apple really only uses like actually Apple has been designing, so most people don't know this, but I think it was the iPhone Air actually has a modem like a 5G like modem actually designed by Apple as well. It was the first iPhone to have a complete like telecom stack designed by Apple. You really like my glasses? Thank you, Noah. Thank you. Oh, man, I have not had enough water, but I kind of want to have a third cup of coffee. I'm not even sure I want to code today. I was coding pretty hard on Monday and a bit yesterday, too. Oh, I went really hard on Monday to try and finish my client deliverable. Yeah, third cup of coffee. I haven't been sleeping well. Maybe it's because I keep drinking so much coffee. But on Monday, I literally had like two cups of coffee. And actually, Monday and yesterday, I had 2 cups of coffee and awake water. Yeah. I will say this, I have been having a lot of avocado toast lately. It's pretty good. Like whole wheat bread, organic whole wheat bread or sourdough, avocado, and then like an egg on top. Mm. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah, I know. I can't believe I was sleeping on the avocado toast trend for like the past 10 years. Their tech company has designed by Apple and software for that hardware designed by Google. Avocado toast with everything but the bagel seasoning. Goated meal. I wish I could afford avocado toast. Surprisingly, avocados are like super cheap at the grocery store. I don't know why. It's like last week is $2 for a bag of avocados, and then this week it was 3.50. Normally they're like 10. I'm like, I don't. Is this like a Mexico free trade dealio thing? Like, what's with all the fucking avocados? I mean, it's a bag of small avocados, but you know, once they're ready, they're pretty easy to dispense on toast. Which avocados are real? Avocados are not real. That motherfucker right there is not real. Yeah. Mm. And my girlfriend makes me avocado toast every morning that I'm with her. It's very romantic. She make me coffee, like nice pour over coffee and avocado toast. Well, flats of strawberries for who needs that many strawberries? That's too many strawberries. There's something questionable going on. It's supposed to be wholesale. I think people have forgotten that Costco was like wholesale and catered to like small businesses, right? That's too many berries. There's too many berries. You'll never eat them. Go moldy unless you freeze them. Then I had a banana. And I've had 2 cups of coffee, but I think I might need a third. Ow. 3. Have my coffee later with my old colleague. Probably just get like decaf or something. Flat white coffee and avocado toast from Found Coffee is good. Is this a place? Found Coffee? Wow, there's a lot of them scattered across Toronto. They're all in like the west side of Toronto though. I ain't got time for that shit. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. This looks kind of familiar. Maybe I've been here. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I might have been into the one in Roncy. Roncy or Bellwoods, I'm not sure. Or Front Street. Actually, that probably makes the most sense. Since I used to work by the one on Front Street. Unless it's like relatively new. RAM should I get for your Mac Mini? 64 gigabytes. Easy. Found coffee dog toys. Yeah, apparently there's 4. Oh, I missed the summer. I'm going to Spain in like 5 weeks though. It's exciting. I haven't decided if I want to stream from Spain. Probably not. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to like not stream for 2 weeks, but also like the problem is infrastructure, right? Like I'd need all the gear. I'd have to buy like probably better road mic. A road mic, like a GoPro maybe. And I don't know. I think my phone supports 5G, but the battery doesn't last very long. So I might even need like a wireless hotspot or something. I'm not sure. I haven't like ruled it out yet. Yeah, like I could get a battery pack, a power bank and stuff. Yeah, I'm fine, guys. It's just a post-nasal drip being stupid, that's all. Oh, I'm sick. I'm sick of I'm sick of the snow. Sick of the winter. Succulent Chinese eel. Nice. What's up? Welcome. How un-Canadian? I don't think there's anything more Canadian than wanting to escape the winter. Oh yeah. Yeah. Ugh. I'm only in my 30s and I hate winter. IRL streamer I watch uses a system called Bella Box. Interesting. Look, this winter's like an old-fashioned one. It's dragging on. Yeah, it is kind of dragging on, isn't it? Like, I feel like last year it wasn't like this. Like, it just won't, like, fuck off. Oh, the government's fucking website is so stupid now. Pretty over, TBH. Me too. But, oh yeah, I was just talking about Environment Canada, that's all. Miserable fucking winter. Bullshit. At least it's gonna be sunny this weekend, though. That's kind of nice. Kinda. Kinda nice. Kinda nice. Hello, Girthy. Can't believe I just said that. I don't know if I want to code today. I'm trying to, like, work up the energy, but I spent a lot of time the past 2 days coding. Kind of just tired. Tired of it, you know? Client work being draining. Nothing new about that. Well, we're gonna have an ad break soon, so I might just go make another cup of coffee after that. Once that happens. Oh. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about streaming abroad. It would be a really easy way to get on the front page of Twitch, though. Be like, oh my god, I'm going to Spain. Please put me on the front page. Canadian traveling to Spain, IRL. Put me on the front page. Perfect application. Like, how could you not? My girlfriend could be a camera person. I don't really want to recruit her into like being a camera person. Just recruit her into the chat edda army. Do I eat cereal? Not typically. I don't know, cereal makes me constipated for some reason. I can't eat it. Probably because they add so much iron to it. And then there's like iron and calcium in like the milk. But like cereal has so much, like it's like actually artificially added iron. Like if you take a magnet over cereal, there's gonna be like a bunch of little fucking bits of iron in there. Well, I don't drink milk. I have to use like alternatives because I'm allergic to dairy. What kind of cereal am I eating? It's just any cereal. Like any box cereal has like a fuck ton of iron in it. Like if you go to like Shreddy's nutrition facts and you look at it. Iron. Per 1 cup, 42% of your daily recommended intake of iron. And you know how much 1 cup is? It's not typically what people eat. People usually eat to have like a breakfast amount of cereal, usually eat 2 or 3 servings of cereal. So you're just in a single meal, you're eating a ton of iron, right? Even cereals with lots of iron or lots of fiber, like all brand buds. Like if you go to all brand buds and you look at the nutrition. Why can't they just find the normal fucking nutrition thing? Yo, man, Google is fucking garbage now. It's so bad. Like, I'm surprised that like people just like no actual like challenging alternative has like emerged because Google is so bad now. It's so fucking bad. So a serving of all brand buds is half a cup, and that contains 30% of your recommended of your dietary intake of iron, right? So if you want to have enough fiber in the morning, probably going to eat like a cup. That's a ton of iron. Actually, I like all brand buds would make me the most constipated. I thought I was eating enough fiber, but it was actually making me the most constipated. Once I stopped eating like cereal for breakfast, I stop having problems with my bowel movements. Like I am fucking telling you guys, like yeah, like if you're having problems with your bowel movements, stop eating cereal for breakfast. Well, at least there's not a ton of iron in this. Corn bran, sugar, whole grain, sorghum flour. Oh, it's just a bunch of. My God, it's soluble and insoluble fiber. That's crazy. I'd rather just take fiber gummies at that point. Build Space Invaders from scratch. I mean, I could, but Space Invaders is not a very interesting project. No AI. Have you been to this channel before? My bowel movement is fucked? Yeah. Of course it's fucked. You're basically just taking wheat that's like artificially enriched and just dropping it like a bomb in your stomach. Eat some eggs and like fruit for breakfast. Like, especially if you want high protein, like I think 3 eggs is like 21 grams of protein. And you can even eat egg whites and skip the cholesterol if you're really worried about that. Although I wouldn't personally. Yeah, no, like cereal is like, I think cereal is like terrible, terrible for people. But for kids, it's basically like eating dessert, right? Because it's like marshmallows and crunchy shit for breakfast. And you have it in small amounts as a kid. So it's not like you kind of just get like used to having cereal for breakfast instead of like, normal shit like a slice of toast, some egg, and like fruit or whatever, right? Marshmallow cereal. Cereal is a dessert or treat. Yeah, like. But yeah, like I said, if you're having problems with bowel movements, just stop eating cereal. Have like soft foods for breakfast. Maybe try eating a salad once in a while. Oatmeal's fine, I think. But I think it can suffer from like just like quick oats or something. Let me see. Because I used to eat quick oats too, but I fucking hate eating that many carbs for breakfast. Like it still has a decent amount of iron, right? Quick oats, like typical oatmeal. If you can get like just like bare like steel cut oats that just don't have any like anything added, right? Like if you can just, but the problem with like bare steel cut oats is you're gonna have to actually boil them to cook them. But that is also like a true cereal, right? A cereal is supposed to be riced grains, not whatever the fuck America eats. But yeah. Hey, Urut, what's up? Made a grilled cheese for breakfast today. Speaking of cheese, we went to St. Lawrence Market. Like we went to the market this weekend because we're, gay, so that's what we do. And I found like a really crazy like vegan cheese. It comes in like a wedge. And it's made from like cultured cashews, which is like classic. That's like old school like hippie cheese, right? Those have like cultured cashews or whatever. It's pretty good, pretty sharp, pretty cheesy tasting instead of just like bland musk flavor that most vegan cheeses offer. Like I got the onion and cheddar, I was like, whoa, that like the texture is obviously like not like cheese. I think the like mass produced like salty, like musky stuff you get from like the grocery store is like uh has a much more cheese like texture. But the cashew stuff is kind of like crumbly, but the flavor is very cheesy, right? It tastes like a sharp, like smoky cheddar. I'm like, whoa, holy smokes. It was like a slap in the face. And I put it on tacos, which was pretty good. What we do in our Subaru? Yeah, well we don't have a Subaru because neither of us drive. So I mean, my girlfriend has her license, but neither of us have a car. So made steel cut overnight oats. Yeah, the only problem with I think with overnight oats is people tend to make them way too sugary, right? You see like overnight oat recipes. So it's like oat milk, berries, like chocolate chips, just like fucking insane shit, right? What people do with like overnight oats. I'm like, yeah, I'm so healthy eating all this like, eating like 100 grams of sugar for breakfast. I'm like, yeah, I don't know about that, fam. I don't know. Boasting about having a girlfriend. Well, not boasting about it. We're just talking about food and nutrition, and I'm talking about how I went to the market and bought vegan cheese. But if you're interested, the brand is called Green Goddess. Green Goddess Fromagerie. That's fucking fromagerie. That's French. That's French AF. Oh, they sell it at Whole Foods. That's kind of nice. I didn't even know that. Except I gotta go to Whole Foods. Boo. Fucking hate Whole Foods, owned by stupid ass Bezos. Tofu? Nah, I'm allergic to soy, so I don't eat it. Although I've definitely eaten my fair share of tofu. I don't usually eat tofu because I'm allergic to legumes. Bruh. I hate the Whole Foods. What? Is this not a product search? What the fuck? What the fuck is going on with software? Have you guys just noticed that software just doesn't fucking work anymore? Like, just across the board, it just seems like every piece of software does not work anymore. Yeah, like it's getting bad, man. Like just things just don't fucking work. Like Whole Foods, perfect example. Whole Foods website. It's like enter your zip code. I'm like, okay. And it's like, oh, only available in America. I'm like, brother, there's one like a block from me, like in Canada. Like how or like the search is really bad. I'm searching for like Green Goddess and the search like um the search drop down has wrong CSS, so it actually appears behind all this other stuff instead of on top of it. Like what? Let's see here. Maybe I can fix it. Mm-hmm. Z index 9999, brother. No, that didn't fix it. All right, so it's just broken. Oof. Hate everything. Can't stand it. What's with these like fucking stores? I just want to see what you have in store. Hello, Zid. I see you. Hey, Wunk. Microsoft normalizing vibe coding. Yeah, I'm like, I don't know. Let's just. I keep saying let them eat cake, but it's also like I'm starting to get irritated. Andrew, dairy, cheese, and eggs. I can't believe I have to click through this menu like a fucking cave person. Half these products they're not even gonna have because this is fucking Canada. These are all American products, not approved for the Canadian market. It doesn't even matter. Alright, whatever. I'm over it. I'm just gonna go to the St. Lawrence market. Fuck Whole Foods. Hey, Nameless Monster on YouTube. Tofu is good. I used to cook a lot of tofu before I realized I was allergic to it. Which would explain why eating tofu would make me like have a heart attack. Legumes. So soy, beans, peas, peanuts, lentils. A bunch of shit, really. Hmm. Now I'm hungry. Fuck. Ugh. Hungry and I'm tired. Chat room. That's interesting. Lovely. Yeah, RAM is expensive right now. What kind of RAM do you have? DDR4? 3060? Yeah, but like, I mean your RAM sticks. Or DDR4. That's not so bad. More RAMs because Windows is bloatware. Try Linux. Try running Linux and do like Steam Proton type dealio, maybe. Oh, okay, I need food and coffee, chat room. Speaking of cheese, I kind of want to eat some of that cheese. I just wish I had, I just wish I had like some baguette or something. I suppose I have like bread. Yo, Desiree, what's up? Or I can make avocado toast. My USB devices run on Linux? Probably. Hi, Judy. Wow, thanks for the 10 months of tier 3. That's dedication. We have a dedicated viewer right here. Part of me wants to spread some of that vegan cheese on bread. Mostly because I need to finish eating the vegan cheese. It's expensive. It was like $14. Yeah. I really want to spread it on some baguette though. Yeah, it's because the Canadian dollar sucks. That's why. Weak ass Canadian dollar. That's why I bill in USD. Should probably reset the sub counter. People think I'm broke ass again. Because I am. I am broke. Totally, for real broke, you guys. CAD rhymes with bad. Hmm. It's a pretty astute observation. How many subs did we get today? 1, 2, 3, 3. Start billing in euros? Maybe. I mean, actually, for some reason that reminds me of that Bond film where they're like, they want like the ransom in euros. And they remark, they're like, the dollar just isn't what it used to be. It's so dumb. And underpants. That's an interesting perspective. Bill in Dogecoin. Just saying, you're not wrong. I tend to like bill in my client's currency, and then I just do like the forex. I play the forex game. You know what I'm saying? Although euros would be nice. Fuck, that's why MNT computers are so fucking expensive because I gotta fuck with euros. Except the one that I pre-ordered, that was USD. But yeah, them MNTs are priced in euros, and it's killing me. I mean, that's the real reason I don't own one of their standalone keyboards yet. Because I don't know if I can cough up $500 for a keyboard. 300 is usually my limit for a mechanical keyboard, so. Pricing services works. Yeah, I know. Wish I was smart like you. You are smart, nameless monster. You just need to believe in yourself. Hope this doesn't violate with TOS. I'm just trying to fix my bra. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Just go with it. It's fine. Oh, yeah, maybe I should have that other cup of coffee and a snack or something. Wiggle physics engine's working fine, all good. Yeah, we got the jiggle physics going on here. Yeah, I really gotta eat that vegan cheese soon because maybe for lunch I'll just slice up a baguette and eat a bunch of it with that cheese. I don't want it to go to waste. Ooh, I could have baguette slices with vegan cheese and tomato soup. Mmm, now we're talking. Six figures is more common in the US, Canada. That's, yeah, because we're all broke ass. Everything is expensive here, so they gotta pay. So we gotta be expensive too. The Kuwaiti dinar. I don't think you're thinking big enough here. $100 of gold. Cost of living, but like 100K is not nearly as much as it sounds. No, it's not, actually. There's a lot of people are like, oh yeah, you need 100K salary to survive for some dumb shit like that. But yeah, no, 100K is not a lot. I could make a lot of Ks. I could make a lot more money if I did, like, had another client. If I didn't stream, I could make a lot more money. Funny how that works out. Had to be a content creator. Just had to be a content creator. I don't know if like an add-on is the way to go, but uh there's already something that does that, Urut, so I mean the market is validated. The problem is getting streamers to use it. I don't know, Jake. I don't know. Kofi? No, it's like Treat Stream or something like that. Fallen keeps trying to get me to use it. I don't know what it's called. I don't remember. Yeah. Well, actually, it's more general. People can just Uber Eats you food, basically. I just want to feed you. Bruh. I just want to feed me. The thing where you can buy streamers food and gets delivered to them? Yes. Yeah. Swedish meatballs on the way. From IKEA. I already have a bag of meatballs from IKEA in the freezer, though. They're actually okay. I like those meatballs. They're like they're one of the few like frozen foods I can actually eat. I can't eat like anything. I can't eat like anything frozen at the grocery store. Oh, I don't doubt that making meatballs is nicer. I mean, I've made my own Italian meatballs. Those were really good. Why am I eating ice balls? What? Who would believe there's such a thing as pasta with meatballs? In Italy, it's a capital offense. Yeah, meatballs is like a separate dish, right? Phoenix, I thought you were German. We put ketchup on it too. Italians are wrong about that one. Yeah, spaghetti meatballs is pretty good. I'm just saying, TBH, it's pretty good. I mean, yeah, there's like spaghetti bolognese, right? And meat sauce. I love that meat sauce. Spaghetti meat sauce. It's so silly that like I feel like American food sometimes is just like a crude simulacra of like real cuisine. Oh, spaghetti bowl and eggs. Yeah, there we go. Bowl and eggs, bolognese. I see. I see what you did there. Oh, I missed the ad break. Also, look at my new skirt. And streamer missing. I just went to get like a slice of bread. Hi, Footlong. I feel like I haven't seen you in a while. Also, hi, Shrimp. Mmm. Yeah, the skirt has a really nice boho feeling. I'm good, man. A little overworked, a little tired. Hmm. Yo, Jay, thanks for the 7 months of Prime. Yes, I'm eating a plain piece of bread. Late for school and an anime ass streamer. Yo, let me be anime, okay, bruh? This skirt has pockets. Pockets. Skirts don't have pockets. I don't know if you understand that. They don't have pockets, but this one does. The only problem is I can't really wear it outside because the outside is miserable. Outside of this apartment, it's just misery. Misery and chaos and traffic and the cold weather. Don't tell my wife she'll want one. Oh, is she watching right now? Yo, Tanner, ex-wife. Was it Lily? Girl, you can get them at Levi's. Oh, she's working in the other room. Torontonian blues. Dude, I do have the Toronto blues. Like, it needs to be spring. I'm so sick of winter. I have a Levi's here. Well, there's gotta be like a place that sells Levi's jeans, I think. Right? Denim skirt. Yeah, this denim skirt basically goes right to my feet. It's so drapey. It's like boho feeling almost. Like I feel like I should be painting. I should be painting or making something cool, you know? And also the weather should be warmer. Painting somewhere it's warm. Not here. You're doing the square dance scene with cowboy boots and that skirt. Yeah, it's a little I've noticed that a lot of Levi's stuff is a little inspired by this like southern like traditional fashion. It's kind of weird. Some of their other stuff that's like in season, I'm like that's like straight out of a fucking hoot nanny or whatever, right? I'm gonna get hit by nor'easter. Maybe? I don't know. Guys, what if I did next year? What if I did Destination Thailand visa? I just go to Thailand for the winter. Easy. And stream from Thailand. I'll just have to stream like really late into the night though. Can I show her? Yes. I'll gladly show her. So, this is it. And it has good twirl too. Look, pockets. Booty, good, good shape, good figure. Mid rise. Yo, that's hella cute. Cute. She said it's cute and pockets. Yeah, and they're like deep pockets too, not bullshit pockets. Like, girl, look at this. That's my whole hand in there. Oh my god. Selling it for big pockets. Slay. Yeah, I'm gonna wear this skirt a lot when the weather warms up. I can tell. And it's nice and drapey and just all around kind of, excessive, I guess. Whoa, footlong. $200? Dude. Thank you. Are you still here? Yo. God, I was just like sending a message to my client. Thank you for the 200, 200, 2 hundo. 2 hundo. You could do Uber Eats twice with that. Oh my god. Yes, ma'am. Well, thank you very, very much. Very, very much. I haven't been streaming as much this month, so like that really, really helps. I'm hoping to stream more like next month because I won't have I will have gotten my like SOW out of the way. Dealing with your website, no offense. What do you mean? My website, like the Stream Elements like pay website? SE pay or whatever? The tipping one? Yeah, it's not great. I won't lie, it's not great. It's just kind of nice cuz it integrates with like Stream Elements like bot and stuff very easily. It's difficult like by the day. I'm not surprised. Maybe I should switch. I don't know. Switch to like PayPal or something. Actually, I hate PayPal. Maybe I could do like a Stripe, some kind of Stripe checkout page or something. Ditch Stream Elements, maybe. Ko-Fi, tip jar thingy. Sorry, hang on. I'm dealing with some client stuff for a second. How is taking me to a nice place now? My exes works for Stripe. Wait, PayPal bought out Stripe? Wait, Stripe didn't get acquired, did they? Payments processor Stripe expresses interest in PayPal. That's crazy. Although Stripe was literally created in response to PayPal, so I'm not surprised. Taking me to a nice place now. So, like, I know, right? I like money. Dude, you like money. I like money. I also like making money from my projects. I tried writing yesterday. I was like, man, it's been a while since I've written anything. Kind of like low key, it was like a little tough. Writing a book. Well, I was trying to write a blog post, so yeah, I mean, one thing I want to do is uh what was I saying? Oh yeah, money from products. Oh right. Yeah. So I've been talking about how I want to write a freelancing book. Once I have other things out of the way. But I'm like, do I want to like do the indie hacker thing of trying to like create a marketing channel for this book? Should the marketing channel just be my existing like audience? Or should I build like a new marketing channel because I like nobody really reads books anymore, right? I would say there's probably like a very tiny segment of the population that reads books anymore, right? Most people are going to listen to the audiobook. No books needed. We have Chat GPT. Read a book and explain it to me. Seems like every modern like tech innovation lately is just trying to breed illiteracy. Make it into a course. Shut up, Tanner X. I don't want to make a course. I want to get back to a book and pencil. Yeah, exactly. Hello, Non. Being stupid is the new black. Jesus. Thanks, Tanner X. Thanks, Phoenix. mm. Yeah, I don't know. I like writing a lot. But books are like like tough unless you have like an audience. Illiteracy contributes to economic opportunities. Thanks to Book Talk, though, we're having a renaissance. I think that's what I gotta do is I gotta get trending on Book Talk. So I could engineer like some trending Book Talk thingy. I might be able to sell books. That skirt and that bonnet hat. Riding under a tree in the park. On my MNT laptop, of course. In the 60s or something? Oh, I see. I will read your book. Read my book on freelancing. MNT Micro, or how it's called. Just normal MNT. MNT Reform next, probably. Get type in. Although I will say that I really like Apple Pages for writing. Apple Pages is actually a really nice writing experience for a word processor. Anything, I guess. I did. You'd speak stupid there because you like never do. What do you mean in my book? In the book I want to write? Oh man, I already started writing a bit of it. Holy shit, I'm rusty. I'm reading what I wrote. It's actually kind of good. Like low key, I'm like, I gotta get better. Everybody like seems to get excited about my veins. It's weird. I'm just pasty white, okay? Because I live in Canada and it's winter. No, it's okay. It was a good delete. It was a good delete, Judy. This is what I wrote in the first paragraph of the book. Freelancers often use traditional model of employment to get started by exchanging their time for money. I assume that you, the reader, are somewhere on this journey. Freelancers like yourself have a much easier time selling your time for money with an hourly, day, week, or monthly rate. The two immediate issues with time-based rates are they incentivize slowness to bill more, and often they blow the client's budget, resulting in a poor experience. That's the first paragraph. You have vein phobia? Should I put on a scarf? Hooked. And then the second paragraph goes on to say not only can fixed rate result in better outcomes for your clients, you can get better outcomes as well. Since you take on the time risk of delivering the project, you'll be able to charge a premium, and premium in your fees will create marginal profit. And I put that in bold. Profit you can use to either grow your freelancing business, which I recommend at first, or pursue other entrepreneurial projects. Or you have more time for important things in life like family. Thank God. It's definitely like a first draft, but I feel like I'm better. I used to be better at writing. I gotta get back into it. I was writing yesterday. I was trying to write a blog post on like freelancing sales because we were talking about it on Friday. Man, I am so rusty when it comes to writing. Hughes, protect your neck. Is that a song? No way. Oh, it's a Wu-Tang Clan song. Okay. Because every time I think of, there's a song called Break Your Neck. Wu-Tang Clan. Yo, Judy, I didn't know you like Wu-Tang. Crux of the entire capitalist model. Solve the problem that you created. Now throw some freelancer coin and freelancer AI in there. Because your client won't own your time, you'll have a great excuse to avoid the things you don't like doing. For example, useless meetings or wasteful business processes. For you, it's an opportunity cost. Clients often recognize this and look the other way. Dude, I wrote that. That's crazy. Bro. Also, I also wrote the little about the author section, which I thought was funny. About the author, Janet has been a freelance software developer and consultant for 2 whole years. This is old because it's been like 5. So basically, she's an expert and she's the author of a programming blog and Twitter account. She lives in Toronto with her dead money tree. I gotta change that because I got rid of the money tree. Let's do the risk management. Like everyone knows what you just said there. I feel like people don't though, right? Knows about everyone and everything. I wouldn't recommend slacking like that though. Wow. Read your book. Let me know when it comes out. I can't go back to Corpo. Yeah, no kidding. I gotta finish writing it. I gotta get better at writing again. Dog, I used to be good at writing. What the hell? I mean, here we go again. The caveat to this arrangement means your work will have to be high quality and delivered on time. If you're worried about the risk of changing requirements or going over a deadline, both can be mitigated by using a change order, which I put in bold here, or negotiating more time, respectively. Clients often don't mind letting deadlines slip if they don't have to pay for the excess time. It's better to admit you made a mistake, let it slip a bit, and build a trust with the client. Yo, I used to be so good at writing. What the fuck? This is crazy. This is actually crazy. I need to start writing like every day again because I used to write every day. And being like someone who reads pretty often, this actually is decent. That's probably why I stopped though, because I was like, oh, that's it. I'll out of like good book juice. I absolutely the paradise for hackers. Probably. When money tree grow yeah, my dead money tree I actually threw out, so slacking like that though. Or fake Christmas tree, yeah. Except I was gonna throw that out too. Oh, you can see it in the corner there. I've just kind of come to accept that this is gonna be a waste. I don't have it. I don't have a spot for it. That's why it's still there. I don't have room for it. I shouldn't have bought it in the first place. But of course, I bought it for the vibe, the aesthetic. Incorporate chat's timeless wisdom in the book. Yeah, interesting. Interesting. The direction I was going in this opening chapter is really good because I was like highlighting a bunch of like different terms that I was going to explain like in subsequent chapters. Yo, what the hell? Yo, what the hell? This little like draft I started for the book makes me feel like hella smart. Like hella smart. That's crazy. That's crazy. Maybe I'll just take the day off and I'll just write all day. But yeah, I don't know. That's crazy. I really need to get back that muscle memory because yesterday I was just like struggling to write like a simple blog post. Like what I was writing yesterday was not nearly as tight and like, you know, it didn't flow like this does. This is crazy good. Like if I was reading this book and it wasn't written by me, I might think that it was like, legit. You're smart, otherwise you wouldn't be here. Okay. Well, that's good to know. That makes me feel better. I feel smart, so that checks out. It works out, I think. Hmm. Yeah, I called the book The Fixed Rate Developer, the guide savvy freelancers use to free up time and grow their biz. What a cool name for a self-published book. Guys, I was so creative. What the fuck? I used to be so creative and like, what the hell? What the hell? I feel like I've been like so down in the like freelancing trenches that like, you know, they're draining this energy. Trying to drain I got enemies trying to drain me of this energy. You know? It's a Drake reference. Funny title. Well, actually, the whole reason I started the blog Fixed Rate Dev was to build the marketing channel to have like an audience of readers for this book, basically. And then the blog was going to be like a lot of surface stuff relating to the blog or relating to like the book. Ah, everyone starts writing the same because of ChatGPT. Yeah, that's why I don't use ChatGPT. Although I fucking hate that ChatGPT uses the M dash so much, because I actually used to use the M dash a lot in my writing. The M dash can convey really good tone if you're not a fucking robot. But now that, stupid ass Clanker uses the M dash everywheres, like every other sentence, if you use the M dash, people think that you just generated whatever you wrote, which sucks. It's so frustrating. It makes me so fucking mad. Ooh. Now the corollary of that is I could just say fuck it and be like, who cares about what people think, right? Because if I didn't write it with a clanker, then people would know. Hopefully people would know. I mean, reading that wicked ass first chapter I was working on, I'm like, yo, damn. Like that's writing. That is literacy right there, brother. Like literate. I'm like getting like excited about my own like writing. I never get excited about my own writing. I think it's been too long. That's why. I used to love blogging like so much and I haven't done it in a while. So I have been cooking up a blog post for a long time about making games with ClojureScript though. So maybe I should finish that. I'm saying? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? And also switch to self-hosted Ghost because this shit's fucking expensive. This shiz is expansive, dude. Blogging made you a beloved public figure. That's true, it did actually. Definitely had a lot of people say they like my blog, so it's gotta come back. It's gotta make a comeback. The year of literacy and book talk and all that shit. I do have a TikTok account, so I guess I could make a book talk thing. Be like, oh my god, welcome book talkers. Ooh, alright. Well, that's enough getting high on my own supply, yo. Jeez. I bet you can explain how TikTok is compatible with literacy. I don't think, I mean, beyond like book talk, I don't know if it is actually. If anything, social media seems to be destroying literacy. Well, cell phones in general. Overdose of M use can lead to something being effectively unreadable. The first chapter, the first book, and of the second Dragonlance trilogy and is the case. Predates ChatGPT by a few months. I don't use it often. It's usually to convey like some other like side voice that you want in your like writing. You know? Yeah. But book talk is actually fueling like the renaissance, the modern renaissance of reading. What do you think, chat? Am I trans? Should you drop that bomb? We took a poll and the poll was said decisively no, not trans. So, do I look trans? I mean, you're asking, so probably not. Sheesh. Although I will say my voice feels kind of hoarse this morning, probably because of all the like nasal issues I'm having at night, I think. I also didn't do yoga this morning, so I'm kind of like hunched over and looking nasty. Yeah, law. Why do you say that? Is it because it's against the law to be trans in the United States? I'm guessing. I don't know. I don't know anything about the United States. Is Hillary Clinton still president of the United States? I don't know. Gotten to the point where I starting to hate coding, especially web dev, ever since my first job. How do I get past this? Commando from YouTube. I wish I knew, honestly. Just asking without any malice. It's a mystery. As far as try and clear my throat here. Speak a little more clearly, a little more softly. But as far as my trans status, my status as a transgender, that is totally, that's a mystery. I don't even know, honestly. So, bonjour, madame. Madame. Bonjour. How about bon matin? Bon matin? Bienvenue. Bienvenue. Le stream. French people say stream when they're talking about Twitch, right? Bienvenue le stream. Oop. Yeah, Commando, I don't know how to get past hating coding because I am kind of like, oh my god, like every single job is the same. Unless you do something crazy like you make games in like some weird programming language, okay? Like you gotta go challenge yourself. You gotta go broaden your horizons. My accent? Well, I mean, je suis Canadian, so you know, I'm from like bilingual Canada, so I got some accent. Person from YouTube, personal projects or a different job vertical. Yeah, just different job verticals are a good idea. Neural nets for the lulz. Je suis Canadian. What? Leave my terrible French accent alone, okay? Your native second language is terrible French. Mon français, terrible. Bone apple tea. Hi, Shader Theory. Hey, Shader Theory. Good morning. I could speak in the e-girl voice. Would that make people think I'm less trans? Hey, guys. Welcome back to the stream. Apple tea. Yo, oh my god, you guys, I want apple tea. Oh my god, are you? What, am I an e-girl? Yes, you know this, Eli. I am e-girl. is making my eyes frost. Less or more. Oh my god, girl. Oh my god. Oh my god, you guys. You guys. I used to be so good at writing. Now I'm like so, honestly. I was trying to write, like I wrote like 2 paragraphs. Although, see, the first rule about writing is you just write. You don't ever go back and edit. Because you'll never get anything done, right? You have to just write. But I went back and edited yesterday after writing a few paragraphs. You need to write, just get it out, and then edit. Can you try to say... No. That's not even a French word. Rebel, cringe. I am cringe, but it's okay. Ooh. Different job verticals, what I did. Yeah. I'm still in the same job vertical, technically. I'm trying to break free. Trying to break free and just work on my projects. That was the original vision. Make money from all the projects I want to do. Streaming, streaming or writing or whatever. That was my original vision, and here I am. I'm just here. I'm just a peasant streamer. I haven't been writing my amazing book. Amazing, and it is amazing. Nice and tightly written. I mean, this is the opening paragraph for a blog post I was working on. Unfortunately, most freelancers don't like thinking about sales. Probably because most people hate being sold to. Sales conjures images of sleazy car salesmen or door-to-door annoyances, yet every day people overcome these preconceived notions about sales and make money, even the door-to-door people. That's what I wrote. That is the first paragraph in my blog post on freelancer sales. It's a bad, probably. The problem is that also freelancers are acutely aware of like marketing, so you can't really blog about freelancing and then post it on like the freelancing subreddit. So I have no idea how I would get the message out to people. Janet leaks part of her upcoming book live on stream. Yeah, that's a good stream title. I'll just do that. I'll steal that. Look at that. All right. Oh, I keep using this Restream thing. I fucking hate Restream. It's a horrible product. Horrible, horrible product. Horrible product for horrible people. Like me. Kinda salesman sometimes too, but certainly not a car. Well, yeah, I'm trying to like distill down that like freelancers can use techniques, qualifying leads, you know, how to like close deals and stuff. Stop that. You're not horrible. Okay. Thank you, Judy. Live on stream. I mean, I could keep reading the book. Maybe I'll have some water. Clients are often receptive to changing requirements or accepting that they may not have been forthright about a requirement. Using a change order will amend your agreement with them, so you do get paid for the extra work. I suggest only doing this if you absolutely feel it's necessary, as it can diminish the value proposition of your fixed rate offering. Next paragraph. Fixed rate freelancing implies a per project model. Usually this presents itself in your agreement with the client as a statement of work in bold. I recommend breaking down the project into a series of deliverables with a fee schedule. Once a client accepts a deliverable, you can then invoice. It's a great way to do fixed rate work without taking on too much risk all at once. And clients prefer seeing gradual progress rather than getting a giant work product at the end of a project. Next paragraph. As you progress on the project, you'll be incentivized to finish as fast as possible and increase your effective hourly rate. If you do finish deliverables early, you'll be free to do anything you want. You can start the next deliverable, start another project, work with another client, or relax to recharge a bit. Finishing early doesn't just benefit you either, the client reaches their business goals faster. The first time I worked directly with a good salesperson, I feel like my communication was highly regarded. Yeah, like sales is like basically about communicating. Read it with a lisp. Oh, like e-girl voice. The next paragraph. You can't ignore your own goals, though. The dominant mindset for clients stems from the traditional employment model as well. You need to think like a business owner to be a fixed rate freelancer. I can't do it. No single client should consume all your time, nor should they demand excessive access to your services. It would be like your client only being allowed to serve one customer. I'm sure it would be a preposterous idea to them. You have to realize and adopt the mindset that you are a business owner too. You are running a services business. How do we deal with clients if you don't like their work? Well, clients will usually work with you to like figure out what you want, right? And if it's too much, they're pretty open to like the change order thing I mentioned a couple of paragraphs ago. And if they're not, they're probably not a very good client. So then just do it and ditch them. Thinking like a business owner means laying a foundation to succeed. Creating simple business processes will protect you, your intellectual property, and your time. For example, requiring a project deposit mitigates project risk and selects for serious clients. And that's all I wrote for chapter 1. And then I started on chapter 2 for some reason, called Think Like a Business Owner. I don't know why I did that. Ooh woo. Hi, Big Chungus. Big Chingus. Big Chungus. Ligma. Having a complicated deliverable is not so well used to. Yes. Exactly. Business ownership means exchanging job security for freedom. At a high level, a business is a set of processes to turn money into more money. As Josh Kaufman puts it, a business has 5 core competencies to generate income: value creation, marketing, sales, value delivery, and finance. I mean, this is going to be a killer book once I write like, the rest of it. Just write. I just gotta. It's like drawing an owl. First you draw like the circle, and then you draw the rest of the owl. It's like that meme, you know? Kiss goodbye to your sanity. I mean, maybe. Approach a publisher? Nah. Nah, bruh. This is the thing. I haven't decided. I do want to write a book. And if I do actually finish this fucking book, there's like there's two models that you can go, right? There's the traditional like publishing route, or there's like the indie publishing route. Usually I do like indie publishing. I would prefer to do indie publishing, but yeah, you can do self-publishing. Like, yeah, that would be the indie way. And then you can use like Amazon printing, Amazon like print on demand or whatever. The Canadian government gives out free ISBNs. Like the Library of Canada or something like that. Maybe it's like Social Development Canada. You can get free ISBN numbers from the government in Canada. Oops. Yeah, so there's the indie model, and then there's like the traditional like publisher model. But then I'd have to get a literary agent and then shop it to publishers. The thing about publishing though, like traditional publishing, is that they'll help you market. But that's if they think they can actually get, like they can actually sell the book, right? If they don't think they can sell the book, then you're kind of dead in the water. For me, it might be a little easier because I have like a bit of an existing audience on the internet, right? I know how to do content creation and stuff. Actually, let me make a marker because I might be able to make content out of reading my book draft. I might be able to make like TikToks or something. See? Marketing. Smart. Gotta do it. But yeah, that's usually like I've listened to like people talk about this stuff before. You know, publishers are mostly concerned about actually selling books. But there's also like this meta. It might be the right time actually, because there's for the freelancing book. Because there's also like this meta that's happening in basically the whole world, right? Where people are quitting their jobs. There's like a large like career shift happening for people, right? And usually books that like help do that would, help, do pretty well, I think. Maybe. At least that's what my pitch would be to like a publisher or something. Just like if you go on the internet, everybody's quitting their job. I get like endless TikToks that are like short form content that are like, you should quit your job, just do it, you'll be fine. And then other short forms are like, don't quit your job, it can just be a job, etc. You know? Yeah, I know. It is terrible advice. But people like what they want to hear, right? I mean, one marketing strategy is just telling people what they want to hear all the time. The populist approach. Well, yeah, I mean, basically. And like, this is like, if you think about it, a lot of like influencers do this, right? Like, we have like health and wellness influencers that are like, fry everything in beef tallow, eat steak every day, you know, as long as you go to the gym, you can have It's totally fine to eat a bunch of fat and red meat and have rock hard poops every day. Like, right? There are influencers that like do that, and all they're really doing is they're just telling people what they want to hear. They're enabling people to have extremely unhealthy lifestyles by eating like a carcinogen 3 times a day. Uh look, I do love the crispy flavor of beef tallow french fries, but I do not cook everything with beef tallow. That's actually fucking insane. But like there are absolutely health and wellness influencers out there that tell you that seed oils are bad even though there's no inflammation markers, bloodstream inflammation markers that come from them. Right? Like yeah, I'm not saying beef tallow is bad, but you're still eating a bunch of like fats, right? It's not like the real problem is more like saturated fats and stuff, right? But, you know, really health and wellness influencers are some of them are like, yo, you can still eat all the fat you want. You just need to get the miracle fat beef tallow, bro. Like, come on, how brain dead is nutrition information in the United States, nutrition education in the United States, if like people fall for that shit, right? God damn. Not to harp on anybody that likes beef tallow. Look, there's a place in Toronto, they make fries with beef tallow. Amazing French fries. Am I gonna eat fucking French fries all the time? No. That's crazy. Just need the right mindset. You just need the grind set, and then you can eat steak every day. All day. Bruh, steak is actually super healthy for you, and it's just the World Health Organization that's lying to you. Duck fat French fries the other day. Dude, duck is so good. Duck fat, it's like I love duck, actually. Is of course a seminar group. I'm gonna be right back. Get some raw milk. I'm gonna get some raw milk, bruh. I'm gonna get some parasites, bruh. Get raw milk. Get those good parasites. No, bro. If you get parasites from raw milk, that's a skill issue. You're just not grinding hard enough. That's really what like wellness Instagram is like. Yeah, parasites. That's just protein. Like what? Like how do you make money in software going out on your own? I'm working on a TUI code editor. No idea how to monetize them. Well, first of all, you need to go. This is the problem with like a lot of developers is they start building before they do anything else. You need to go talk to like your target customers and figure out like what they'd use, right? You gotta go like figure out the marketing channels. Basically, it all starts with talking to your target customer. Like if I wanted to, I know developers and I can get developers on the phone pretty easily because I'm like a devfluencer or whatever. But if I wanted to know like how likely they are to switch editors, for example, they're like, when's the last time you switched editors? So a lot of people probably be like, never, or it depends, or whatever, right? At least for me, I know that I probably wouldn't switch. The only time I really switch is depending on the programming language. So I use like Emacs for like Clojure and Lisp type stuff. For Go and C, I probably use like a JetBrains IDE. And then everything else is like default Emacs, but if there's something better, not opposed to it. Just like trying it out or something. Zed, I tried Zed, but I was like, no Emacs key bindings, whatever, right? So like if you want to sell a project, you need to like for money, you actually want to exchange software for money. You need to go figure out like what people want, and that is very, very hard. And then once you find out what they want, then you can start asking questions. And you can't just be like, will you buy this? Because people will always be like, yeah, I'd buy it, I'd try it or whatever, right? But you can't do that because people always want to please you, right? They always want to be like people pleasers. Even if they're assholes, they're still gonna be like, oh yeah, I'd try it, I'd buy it. No, 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 don't ask that question. You want to ask like how often you switch, how much money have you paid for an editor, right? JetBrains costs money, but there's like a bunch of cases where it's free, first of all. And then there's also a bunch of other cases, you know. It's fine if a market is saturated. Okay, I really don't like this idea that markets are saturated and therefore there's no value. Okay, you could target a competitor, a huge competitor that people hate. CRMs, totally saturated, right? Who the hell thinks it would be a great idea to compete with Salesforce? But if you can make a leaner, meaner, like CRM, like there's something called Tiny CRM or something, and they compete head on with Salesforce. And that's a business. They're making like 30K a month in revenue, right? So like this idea that a market is saturated doesn't mean there's value there. You just need to figure out how to differentiate yourself, right? There's big money in sales, right? Usually when money changes hands, that is a sign that a very valuable problem is being solved, right? Like so sales, perfect place to build software for. A lot of money changing hands in sales, sometimes millions, right? So if you can make a product that makes selling products easier or selling services easier, like a CRM, you can compete in a super saturated market. I'm not saying that you can't compete in like the note-taking app space or the code editor space. You absolutely can, but like you're gonna have to think really hard about how all the mechanics of this works. Remember what I said on Friday? You have high touch, low volume businesses, right? And then you have low touch, high volume. So sometimes, like, I know that developers want to do like the low touch, high volume stuff, right? How are you going to get mass appeal of your editor? Most editors are free. Like, I don't want to like shit talk and make you feel like you're working on the wrong thing, because it can just be a project too, right? Don't ever like forget that a project can just be a project. Sometimes projects in themselves can be marketing if you like share it on like Twitter or whatever. This is Peter Level's marketing strategy, right? He just works on a weird project, shares it online, and then if people like pull out their credit cards, he just adds a Stripe thing to it, right? Like that's like total like indie hackers type shit. What's the new book about? Oh, hi Miguel. I didn't see you come in. It's what's supposed to be a book on freelancing. So like yeah, to come full circle to the code editor example, developers, Nameless, I didn't ignore you. I read your message. I said you are smart. Hey Jared. Oh yeah, I saw Cory Doctorow's talk. I thought about getting his book, but it seemed like it was just the same as his Chaos Computer Congress talk, so but yeah, I've wanted to write a book on freelancing for a while. But to come back to product development, and this is something I wanted to do for a long time. I still kind of do. I just can't really find anything that's like very compelling to build and that people want, or that I can confidently say people want. Like, yeah, you have to consider like the marketing channel. You have to consider like, will people pay for an editor? You have to consider how often people switch editors, right? How often do developers switch editors? Like, you can absolutely make money in developer tooling, right? Software companies pay big bucks for developer tooling, right? And you can even have different licenses. It can be free for individual use, but if they use it at their workplace, that's $200 a year, right? Or something like that. Like, there's all kinds of ways you can play with this model. So I'm not saying you can't do it, but you're going to have to like go and think about a lot of these things first. and think of the features. You know, if you want to figure out how to differentiate your product, your code editor, you got to talk to a lot of developers and figure out what they're looking for in differentiation. Good advice, thanks. Yeah, and like there's another thing, like dispensing advice is easy, right? Doing the thing is the hard thing. I have failed at every single software business I've tried to build. Every single one. And I try to do everything right, you know? I try to talk to customers before building, right? And people are really skeptical. People are like, if you're like, hey, I'm working on this thing, they think they're gonna be sold to. You need to be like, yo, can I like talk to you about what you're doing? Or your thingy. Yeah. This is to Google punch the monkey for a cute Easter egg. For some reason, I really don't want to Google that. Project has about 500 stars on GitHub. Seemingly slow and organic and a huge number. Okay, so if you start, it's open source then, is what you're saying. Like Zed does this, right? Zed is open source. But they have like paid features built into the app. Collaboration features, or I don't know. Excited and passionate about the build. Yeah, like it's kind of a really hard intersection to find, right? Unless you're solving like your own problem. I've definitely built software to solve my own problems before. Like I wrote software that predicted my annual tax that I would have to pay every year. That was pretty cool. Or like integrate with like my accounting software. Should be passionate about them, yeah. Well, for me lately, my interest is making games. Games are fun. The problem with building like a software tool is I feel like it's too much like client work right now. Because of course my language of choice would be Clojure, right? And then that Clojure project would be built with a lot of the same libraries that my clients use. So it would feel like more of the same for me, right? Right now, I'm just having fun with games, making games, because it doesn't feel like work. It feels radically different than work. So, yeah, but yeah, dude, I have so many books on entrepreneurship. I think I've listened to every single episode, or maybe not every episode, but like, I would say at least like 75% of the episodes of the Indie Hackers podcast. Great podcast. I still listen to it every now and then. But if you really want to like I don't like spoken word as like a like a good format for learning. But this is the one podcast I would like literally I would listen to every week. Indie Hackers, the Indie Hackers podcast. Indie Hackers is completely different now. It's really upsetting. It's more of like a magazine or news website. But a long time ago, Indie Hackers used to be like this really cool community website. People building like independent businesses. Now, like everything else, it's just AI this, AI that. When am I doing a podcast? I don't know. I don't really want to do a podcast because whatever I want to talk about, I'll just talk about on stream, right? I could do a podcast for sure, but I just don't know what I would add. Well, what would I would have or add? And besides, like a podcast is a bottom of the funnel channel, marketing channel, right? And I already have one of those. I have the stream. I suppose a podcast is probably more accessible to people. Ooh, maybe I should make a podcast on freelancing. Guys, a podcast on freelancing for the book. Specifically trying to keep AI as far from my editor as possible. See, you can lean into that as marketing, right? And be like, this is like traditional coding, no AI bullshit. No thieving AI like shenanigans here. Freelancing podcast would be fire. Just call it the Fixed Rate Freelancer Podcast or the Fixed Rate Developer Podcast. This is interesting. I feel like we're cooking. All work, no distractions. Except for today, because it's all distractions today. All distractions, no work. Guys, the Fixed Rate Podcast. Fixed Rate Freelancer Podcast? Oh my god. A Fixed Rate Developer Podcast? There's something here. I think there might be something here. Because I do like having an avenue for talking about freelancing. I just feel like I don't have a lot of avenues. I have the blog, but I have like 2 blog posts. Chat, I think we're cooking. I think we're cooking a little bit. Who should be my podcast host? Co-host. I don't want to do a podcast alone, but I need a co-host. Like, who is out there that freelances also? Do I know a freelancer? I do know a freelancer. A girl that like basically inspired me. I could reach out to her and be like, girl, how would you feel about a freelancing podcast? Fixed rate freelancer. Me talking about surgery if I had a lisp. A lisp? Bash Bunny? I feel like she's just starting. I would love to do a collab with Bash on something, but I feel like she's just starting her like journey as a freelancer, right? Although it might be good for teasing out information though, right? Like she's like, if she was like new at it, if it was somebody that was new at it, they would be asking like a lot of questions that I could like, explain and tease out information. But also, the vibe I'd want for podcasts is not necessarily like interviewing. I'd really like it to be like more informational, or not informational, like conversational, right? Speak to our new experience you can guide. I don't know, maybe. I feel like there's potential here. There's so much potential here. There's so much potential. I'm kind of excited about this idea. I don't need another project, but I'm kind of pretty excited. It's kind of interesting, chat room. Kind of interesting. 10% for the idea, thanks. Bro, I don't know if you know this, Tannerax, but podcasts don't make money. Let's see here. Freelancing podcast. The Freelance Friday podcast. Okay. How many listeners do you got? That's good. She's wearing a thingy. Oh, it's like a YouTube video. Oh, YouTube videos. Interesting. Everything is a funnel. Everything is a funnel. Oh my god, I have so much to do. So much to think about. I'm gonna have to quit. Ironically, I'll have to quit freelancing to do this. Because I don't have any time to work on anything. Fuck. So there's Being Freelance, Freelance Pros podcast, Freelance Friday podcast, Freelance to Founder. Look at these freelancing podcasts. The Angry Designer, Graphic Design, Freelance AF, Freelance Writing, The marketing freelancer, freelance lounge. Okay, so it would definitely have to be the fixed rate freelancer or like fixed rate developer podcast. I don't know. I'll just say fixed rate freelancer. I just love that phrase, fixed rate freelancer. Gotta get developer something similar in there somehow. Well, the blog is called the fixed rate developer. Well, that was mostly so I could tap into my existing developer audience, right? Because I think you can learn, like a lot of what I talk about with freelancing, you can apply it to other domains easily, like no problem. Young, wild, and freelance. Le podcast. Well, there's a lot of French stuff. Le board. Freelance success. The podcast. God, a lot of people just like have dog shit like freelance names. The side hustle show. Marketing school. Maybe we should. Maybe the podcast should be something really cool sounding, like career, career like death or something. Career like gotta get developed. Jazz Hands podcast. Okay, I'm curious. How long do freelance jobs usually go for? Generally, working in the same company for months or years. It depends. Let me get some water and I'll explain. Oh. Yeah, so yeah, I don't know. My freelance gigs usually last like right now, my primary client, we do like almost like on a quarterly basis. I had an SOW that the timeline was like estimated to reach the whole quarter. It really depends on the client's needs. How long an SOW goes for, right? How long the project goes for. Of course, you need to do the estimating, right? You need to always do the estimating, especially if you're doing fixed rate work. But if you are like an independent freelancer, you don't rely on platforms or whatever. If you're a freelancer, contractor, consultant, you're going to have like one or two regular clients, and then you're going to be doing like a bunch of other stuff on the side. Right? You can just do things, yeah. I had someone ask me if I'm interested in any 1099 work, and I said no, I can't squeeze it in with my full-time job and side projects. You know, it's very fair. Order 66. 1099 is interesting. Okay, so I know vaguely about 1099. That's like contractor. It's a contractor like form, right? Everybody has a price. That's like an IRS contracting form, 1099. Different podcasts. The 999 podcast. Yes, they generally toss around terms like W-2 to mean full time and nine. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what the IRS's requirements are around actual freelancing, right? Because there's like, yeah, I'm not 100% sure. Like, if you were a contractor that went into, like, if you were a plumber and you went into someone's house to fix the plumbing, they probably wouldn't have to write you 1099 for fixing their plumbing. They're just a customer, right? Like a 1099 is usually, I think the difference here is like a contractor in this case would mean somebody that's hourly, has to pay their own taxes, doesn't get to decide when the work is done, right? And you know what? Let me look it up because I feel like I'm speculating. Nine form report non-wage income such as payments to freelancers, independent contractors, to IRS. Okay. 600 or more. Non-employee compensation. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of weird though. Like, if you want to incorporate though, I don't think you have to do 1090. You don't have to like get a 1099 for a corporation. So that's one thing, I guess. Personally, I take advantage of arbitrage. Like, I'm not really good at the, but yeah, they probably want like like freelancing or contracting. I enjoy being the storm that is approaching and provoking black clouds and isolation. Okay, good for you. But yeah, I don't know. Freelancing is different. See, I do something wildly different. I pretty much exclusively work with US clients because then that way I can take advantage of like arbitrage. Arbitrage, I don't have to charge sales tax. A whole bunch of other stuff, really. Oh, it's snowing out. Ugh. A podcast on freelancing. Have I done freelancing enough to know, have like podcast worthy knowledge? I'm like, I mean, I think I know enough about freelancing to write a book on it. Hmm. The problem with contracting, though, problems like being self employed, is that it can make you unemployable, like me. Actually, you know what, Alchemist, like having a freelance client on the side is actually a really great way to like, you know, get the jump on freelancing because a lot of people they have like a lot of trouble lining up clients for freelance work. It's my book about freelancing. You know, if I ever finish it, along with all my other projects. Somebody messaged me on LinkedIn referencing my TikTok on LLMs generating binaries. And somebody's just having like Claude generate like 8 bytes in a row. And they're like, it's over for the programmers. I'm generating binary. And it's like, bro, you literally generated 12 bytes. Claude generated 12 bytes. It's kind of hard because it's in Portuguese, so it's hard to read. Okay, I think this is fake, actually. I think he faked it. Let's see. Because, like, why is. Like, why. Why is Claude running a script that prints out a bunch of elf stuff? Like. Garbage in, garbage out issue? I guess. Find true believers who say both are evil and bad. Yeah, like. Well, it's just weird because, like, this guy's like, it's over for developers, but I don't know. He's just dumping like a binary. Bi- Yeah, this is I think this is fake actually. Hang on. This looks faked. Try and get the OCR working here. So the result is the same with 2 bytes less per instruction with the. Let's go to exercise 2. Write exercise 2. Check the steps. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he faked it with the Claude shit. Hang on, hang on. I'm pretty sure he faked it. What the fuck? OCR was just working. Come on, man. This looks highly sus. I'm having a hard time reading this is in Portuguese. Yeah, this is bullshit. Okay, so this is English. The file contains 5 exercises for generating binaries directly with printf. So it's just it's just copying the binary and spitting it back out from these exercises. You know what? I'm about to call this guy out. Fucking people and their fucking bullshit, man. See if I can find him. Probably won't be too hard. Okay, that's promising. Let's see. God damn it, why is LinkedIn's video player so stupid? Brother. Okay, I'll just do a raised eyebrow. Oh, I guess there's a website here. Oh yeah, that's Homeboy's website. Of course. Let's see. Not exactly the same though. Alright, whatever. I'll just post this photo and be like, fuck you. LinkedIn is becoming really terrible lately, actually. Low-key, like, fucking awful. Anyways. Spicy tomato pesto. Yeah, AI is getting really dumb, you guys. Winning in life and sister, writing a book, and I'll keep it up. I hope so. Jesus, I want to write a book. I need to finish my course. And I need to do all kinds of things. I think maybe after my coffee today, I might do some filming. some filming for the course. I'm gonna use the bathroom actually. There's an ad break. Ugh. Oh. All right, you guys. Welcome back from the ad break. I'm sorry to have made you watch an ad, but I think I'm gonna go and make some lunch real quick. I'm gonna make some lunch and then I gotta meet that person. So I'm gonna go. We're gonna raid out. I think we're gonna raid Primogen. Yeah, you got a lot of strawberries to eat, Tannerax, honestly. So when we get in there, we'll just say brother in all capital caps. Like brother. Or wait, should we say that should we do something like guerrilla marketing, like the fixed rate developer? Nah, that's kind of cheesy. Kind of guerrilla marketing is a little cheesy right now, you know? I mean, Joda Interactive. Have a great day. You guys have a great day. Thank you. All right, I will see you guys probably tomorrow, unless anything changes. Okay, bye.